Okay, it's pretty windy. Spreading broccoli is continuing. One head, two heads, not quite. Most of the main heads are already gone, but geez, throwing a lot of sprouts out. A hell of a lot. This is going to be a little weekly task, snipping these heads. These have got to go. Yeah, for sure now, something's freaking rabbits are getting in on the side of the heads, eating off there. Bastards. I can't expect much because he got into one or two of the cabbages. But that is definitely rabbits with the side of the head eaten straight off like that. Same with them too. Gee, so this isn't very safe either, is it? Might put that inside. Should be right though. A couple of cauliflowers went early. They don't look too great. That's just all shining. You can probably see it there, it's all spreading out. This one sort of looks alright, but it's sort of like it's trying to go to flower really early. And it sort of feels, I don't know, a bit funny. It doesn't feel normal on the top. Sort of almost like it's already going to flower, this one. So that was one of the other ones that was there. But this is the first one I noticed probably actually 2 weeks ago. So sometimes they're under stress and they'll trigger early. They get over fertilised, they'll trigger early. They get too dry, they trigger early. We have some other ones that are beautiful. That is forming beautifully. There we go. One goes for that one. With a bit of luck, if the weather stays cool, they should come out full size as opposed to too early and too small and so on. Let's see, I haven't checked the cabbages here. Of course, more broccoli sprouts. Oh man, yeah, that's going to flower. N1 seemed to be a bit, they might be drying out faster, because the other one that went bad was an N1 as well. That cauliflower was an N1. These are going to seed already. There's a couple other lettuces. With a bit of luck, if Pippi Longstockings turns up, we'll put a few of these in a salad, but I must admit some of those are looking fairly rough. I've got the salad dressing and everything already. That's the last lettuce in this batch. These are getting a lot of leaf, but I don't know. Yeah, I think we might just about be ready to form heads on a few of these. It's a weed. Yeah, still got a little bit of time. I think that this one and this one got eaten by the rabbits. Probably still are getting eaten by the rabbits. But I'd say, by the looks of everything else, these must be getting close to going to head. Yeah, I reckon they are. Anyway, we'll find out when they actually do. Jeez, they've got some big leaves on them though. Flaming big. Of course, those are the outer leaves that just get turfed, basically. Damn oxalis, they've got oxalis all through this stuff, just like I have at home. Rabbit's got that one as well. Yeah, these all got to go today anyway, so one way or the other. The aphids are tearing the hell out of them and now the rabbits have started, so, and I think the game's pretty much over. This is what I was saying, when they get two in the one thing, that's been one thing planted, but you got one seed and another seed all in the same cell. Oh, that's badly eaten. It's going all flipping white sap and everything. Yeah. And the top of this one, yeah. Rabbits are going to town on all this, and well, they're definitely going to town on it all. Bloody little turds. The head of that one as well. Anyway, I'll wait till Pippi gets here and we'll make a decision if she wants to turn it into a salad right now, or we'll do it after. Alrighty, what you're seeing there is the proceeds of the garden. Honestly, there's about 25, 30 lettuces. Pippi Longstockings, I didn't think she's going to come at all, and she did, but she was sort of too late for us to do anything beforehand. Usually they have this thing where they have a meal, and I always hear it's on one week and then it turns out it's a different week. I thought it was this week, it's going to be a different week this time, blah blah blah. Anyways, me and her and a couple of young Karen girls went out there and picked some of the broccoli, which continues to sprout, and all of those 25, 30 lettuces. She gave them a quick wash, but she had to get going. Her family was going. Didn't really pick all the leaves off and all that, but honestly some of them were the size of my fist, and by the time the rabbits had a chew and you picked the dead leaves off and whatnot, there wouldn't have been much left anyway. But anyway, whoever wants to take them will of course deal with that anyway. So yeah, she is a very shy girl. I mean, unbelievably shy. I used to be very shy in my teen years, and she's sort of probably much the same as I was in my teenage years. Yeah, I did talk to her a bit about her artwork. She is very arty, does a lot of paintings and whatnot. And I told her a little bit about, I didn't tell her tons about my YouTube channel, but I just mentioned that I have a bit of an online presence. I said I got about 1,100 people watch me, and you know, show her artwork on there. She said, "Oh, I'll email something." I said, "No. We've got a video this, and just, you know, put up a slideshow. I want to hear what her inspiration behind it was and stuff like that, and you know, video it all, and then maybe, you know, we'll most likely get good photos of it, maybe some of the ones that she's already got, and mesh that in. But I'm not just going to do some random slideshow without a bit of an explanation of, you know, a description by the artist. I'll keep calling her Pippi Longstockings because she doesn't need any trolls. And yeah, she's hard enough for her to go talking to people in the real world, let alone any trolls appearing. But yeah. Anyways, the cauliflowers, there was two of them that sort of went a little bit funny, come a little bit too early, so I'll pick those two, and it looks like the rest of them are coming on time, slowly, and hopefully we get a decent size bunch of heads of that. The cabbage, I suppose it's going to start forming. It sort of looks like it's trying, but we'll see where that goes. And of course the broccoli will continue to be picked as it's sprouting. The usual Burmese girl who's there, who sort of friends with Pippi Longstocking, she wasn't there this week, so no big plans about anything there. There is some mint she had in pots out there that looks like it's neglected, so I did water that. Oh yeah, I don't think I showed you guys, there's other boxes that are turned up from someone else's place, planter boxes, and not next weekend, but the weekend after, we're going to have a bit of a working bee, and fingers crossed the guy who is usually there, well, who had all the screws there to do all those other planter boxes / raised bed garden, whatever you want to call it, hopefully he's there again with the screws, and if he's not, I am going to bloody well go buy some, because I'm stuffed if I'm leaving wood there to just lay on the ground and turn to shit. So anyway, there's one more planter box that's got to come from this other person's place. Their ones are like, if you stick two of them side by side, they're basically the same size as the ones we've already got. They've got three of them there, they've got to bring the fourth one in, and as I said, we've got to screw the one that the timber is there for, that, you know, from the original timber that I donated, and that'll should be pretty much all of the planter boxes there sorted out. The other thing we're going to have to do is play with the irrigation system. By people walking in and out in winter, most of the line is sort of, well, not most of it, but a fair bit of it's buried, but it's only just under a bit of mud anyway, and then we'll just sort of T-piece into those for the other planter boxes, which theoretically we'll probably T-piece in 3 times. 4 planter boxes will be side by side, the smaller ones, and then my last bigger one at the end. Anyways, that's what's going on with the little church garden, and yeah.